So, anyways, that's why I've been gone for these last couple months, and also coincidentally, how I got my fifth fish tank.
Ah,
That was a very compelling story.
it was.
Yep. Thank you.
Yeah. Please tell it again.
Please, we want to hear more about the fishy tales.
Yeah.
Well,
Is this
maybe
one
later.
infested in
Maybe later. We got a
Yeah.
podcast to run.
Oh yeah.
as
Sorry.
much as I would love to tell that 3-hour-long story again, we got a podcast.
Yep. Very unfortunate, but yes, we're back with another amazing podcast today to talk to you, the viewers or listeners, whatever we want to call you, about some cereal consistencies. Now,
What's everyone's favorite cereal consistency?
Slightly moist.
I like
I agree
completely
with that.
dry cereal.
Yeah. I guess it depends on the type of cereal for me. Some cereals are better dry, some are better
the
moist.
only cereal that is well, actually, okay, I think there are two answers. The only cereals that are acceptable to eat dry are like Cheerios.
Oh yeah.
And what are they called? Why did I just totally blank on the name?
I normally have Frosted Flakes.
I need to Google this. You have Frosted Flakes dried?
Yeah. They're great.
I have mine partially.
It's their slogan, man. They're great. I don't know. I just don't like the sugary milk. The byproduct.
I love this sugar. I love the sugary milk.
It's weird on my
Chex. That's what I was thinking of. Sorry, Chex.
Oh yeah.
Oh, Chex with an X.
Cheerios, and Chex. Those are the only two acceptable cereals to eat.
What about Cheerio-like clones, like Fruit Loops?
Oh.
I think I once had Fruit Loops for the first time in years.
What about Cookies?
This was also years. What?
You know what are Cookies?
That's cool. Riley just completely interrupted what I was about to say. That's cool.
Sorry, I was just thinking of other Cheerio knockoffs. I'm pretty sure
Cookies
is.
Maybe it's I was thinking of one too. You just completely cut me off. That's
sorry,
cool.
what were you saying?
Let's go.
No. What you said is clearly more important.
Oh, I'm sorry. It was actually Oreos, not Cookies.
Oh, Oreo-O's.
That's not even a cereal.
Oh yeah, sorry, Oreo-O's.
Oreo-O's is a cereal. Oreos are not a cereal.
You could make them.
Well, I guess it depends on how you eat them, but
I normally put my Oreos in a bowl and then add milk, and then eat.
Honestly, an Oreo cereal just sounds not good to me.
Hey, do you guys pour your milk before the Oreos, or do you add the Oreos after the milk?
Personally, I just don't eat Oreos. I'm not a huge fan of them.
If I'm gonna have milk with my Oreos, I'm gonna take a bite of the Oreo and then drink the milk.
You don't dip the Oreos in the milk?
I know. I'm not a lunatic.
I don't think I've actually.
Have you seen Gavin have his Oreos? He takes a spoon. He inserts the spoon in the Oreo.
That's cool, Riley. Thank you, Riley, for interrupting me again. That's very nice of you. You're a great friend. I just take this point.
Keep on doing it, Riley.
Yeah. I was about to say something, and I completely forgot because you interrupted me. That's twice now, Riley. That is twice. Why do you do this? You do this. This is twice in so quick succession. I was willing to let it slide the first time. Haha. Now I'm starting to feel like there's a bit of a grudge. What did I do, Riley?
I don't know.
I wasn't there, chastising you when you were driving back to Gavin's house from the sushi place.
That was the funniest thing I've ever seen, probably.
That was the most aggravating thing. Oh.
For those of you listening,
you guys all drive on the snowy stuff. You're going uphill on ice.
I can drive just fine in the snow.
On ice uphill at a stop sign?
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
For those of you listening, we all met up to play Super Mario Sunshine, and
yeah,
while
that-
we met up at Gavin's
Yeah.
house, and
No, we didn't meet up.
decided
No, we didn't meet up to play Super Mario Sunshine. We met up to teach you about the process of going straight.
oh, that was
That's
Riley,
out
you
of
think what you
context.
went through was frustrating? But anyways, we decided to go eat at a sushi restaurant.
Oh,
Which,
yes.
by the way, the
And-
sushi was very delicious.
Yes,
It was
great,
amazing.
and I had to eat a salad with chopsticks, and I was not
Yeah.
I was not prepared for that.
You took like 2 bites of the salad.
I took a lot of bites of that salad, thank you very much, but I definitely did finish it. Who eats salad with chopsticks? Oh my gosh!
I don't think you're actually supposed to.
They didn't give me a fork.
You could have asked for one.
Oh my god!
But
What do you
anyways-
mean?
Riley was the one who drove there, and he was
I don't know why you
driving
guys
us
keep
back
letting me
to
drive.
Gavin's house. I don't know why we let you drive either. It's never a fun
He
time.
was the only one who had a big enough car to fit us without having
no,
2
that's
people
fair.
squished up against each other in the back seat.
I guess that's true. But he came to a stop at a stop sign.
Uphill on
And,
ice. Let's not
And he
forget any
stopped.
detils here.
and then he just would not go.
What do you
He
mean?
just-
I floored it, man. I
You
know
didn't
I
go
stuck
anywhere.
because it was ice. I got no traction.
There's a car to our left that was waiting for us to go so that he could go. And he had to wait for Riley
the
for
entire
like 5
time.
minutes just
yeah.
to pass that
Yeah.
intersection.
And my favorite part about that was the entire time Gavin was yelling at him, telling him to floor it. I was like,
I'm trying.
Yeah, Gavin's like, just drive, Riley, just drive. What are you doing?
My car, it definitely doesn't have like a four. I wasn't in 4-wheel drive. I guess I never looked to see if there's a 4-wheel drive for the car, but yeah, it did not get any traction.
Oh,
and
but oh, sorry. I did.
wow. Yeah, go
So
ahead.
anyways, Riley,
That's
it's
fine.
your turn to get interrupted. I
That's
guess.
fine. Yeah, totally.
I have
does
my
it feel
car-
does it feel very good now, Riley? Does it?
I was just gonna keep going on, but
I
then
had
you
my
stopped.
car break down on me today, or not today. It was yesterday actually. I was driving in town. I just dropped my brother off for one of his college classes. I was driving back home, and I am going down the road, going 30. And all of a sudden, I just hear this like huge, just like clunk, and then
That doesn't sound
and then
good.
when it happened, I was pressing the gas pedal, but after the clunk, I started decelerating.
Oh,
So I was like, what the hell is going on? And I tried to pull over. I tried to get into like a parking lot, but I couldn't accelerate. So I only made it into like the entryway to the parking lot. I didn't make it. It was like that little driveway thing into the parking lot. And I was just like stuck right there. It was not a fun time.
So,
Yeah.
what happened to the car now? Is it still in that parking lot?
It got towed. No, it got towed.
Tragic.
But yeah, it was tragic.
You know, one of the perks about not knowing how to drive, you don't have to worry about getting towed.
Having no,
I think the
no
worst
problem
part
on
was
car.
that it was one of those days. It was like -40 with the wind chill. But maybe
Oh
Oh,
gosh,
that's
It's
probably
probably like
why your
negative
car
20.
died.
awful.
yeah, but I tried. Like when it came to a full stop, obviously I couldn't get it going again because my gas pedal wouldn't work. I just turned it off, tried to restart it, saying like maybe that would do something, and it just would not start again. It just sputtered, and then died.
Accurate.
The other day, I was going to Northwestern Energy to pay my bills, and I'm like, no, I have a beta bus scheduled to call and pick me up when I'm ready at Hy-Vee, which is relatively close by. So I'm gonna eat at the sushi place, which is also relatively close by. Okay, and by the
Sorry,
way,
did you guys just hear me like sniff? I meant to mute my mic.
I'm just hearing.
Did you
no,
I didn't hear you sniff, but when you turned your mic back on or something, everything just went like.
yeah.
Okay. So I meant to mute, and it didn't say I was muted. So never mind. I'm sorry. You keep going.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Anyways, that sushi was delicious, but also my phone was at like 16% battery left, and it was very, very cold out. So I'm like, okay, I'm gonna have my phone off, and I'm gonna put it in my pocket, and I'm gonna walk like half a block down to Hy-Vee. I was freezing during that entire time. I had to stop into the Dollar Tree as a halfway point to make sure I don't freeze to death. And then I went to Hy-Vee. I pulled out my phone. Well, actually, no, I went to the sushi place first. I pulled out my phone to see how much battery life was left, to see how much I could goof around on it, and it's like in an because like it was warming up a bit because it got cold, so it shut off on its own as like a self-defense mechanism. And then I turn it on, I was like, okay, 16%, I'm good. And then 2 seconds later, it's suddenly at 1. Like, what?
No.
Excuse me? What happened?
It didn't update the percentage.
So basically, when I finished the sushi, which again was very good, I like to think I've grown better at using chopsticks, but that's beside the point. The point is, I had to go to Hy-Vee and talk to the customer service, ask if I could borrow their phone so I could call the beta bus.
And
Oh wait, did you go to Sake Sushi and Hibachi? Is that where you went?
Yeah, I went there.
I love that restaurant.
Yeah,
That's my second favorite restaurant in town.
Yeah, I need to eat at more places. Like before, like I guess this year, I've only gone to like Burger King, McDonald's,
Just that fast food
the
joints.
occasional Taco John's. I would bring home some Chick-fil-A sometimes when I'm done with work. But ever since I ate at Perkins, I was like, ate at Perkins for my first time. I was like, no, I should eat at more restaurants. Like, not too far away from Perkins, there's a barbecue place. I could try going there.
That place is really good.
Yeah.
I'm just remembering our Perkins experience again at Gavin's. Oh my gosh. You guys like flicked a piece of paper at the like old couple across the, oh.
I did not mean to do that. It was meant to hit you. And you moved.
That was not towards me. I'm facing opposite direction.
No, you're right. It was Jack.
Oh gosh.
It was meant to hit Jack. Technically, it's Jack's fault because he moved. So
yeah,
Jack.
Obvious. Yep.
We blame Jack for everything. Makes sense.
I thought the person recognized Gavin. Oh, that wasn't weird.
Yeah, it's like they recognized Gavin, and we were like, I just kind of felt like a third wheel during that exchange.
Yeah, there's
like,
5 of us there. How are you big like? Are we all third wheeling? Is there anything after a third wheel? Can you third wheel a third wheel?
Four-wheeler.
A four-wheeler?
Yeah. Haven't you ever seen SpongeBob? They go up to 18 wheels.
What?
Remember when him and Squidward got lost with the pizza? He was listening for an 18-wheeler?
That's...
Did that happen in the Krusty Krab pizza?
Wait, what? You guys don't remember that?
I remember the boulder or the rock.
Remember he went hitchhiking?
I don't remember an 18-wheeler.
He was trying to hitchhike and he was like dancing in the middle of the road. And the guy just wasn't stopping.
I feel like I would need to rewatch the episode to jog my memory. It's been a long time since I've seen it.
Yeah, like the weird
Which season is
hat.
that? Is that season 2?
I don't know. It's the Krusty Krab pizza episode.
I think it's... I feel like that was a season 1 episode.
It probably was. It's a really old one.
The first thing I type in SpongeBob, the next thing it says cereal. Oh my gosh. I gotta look up this Krusty Krab pizza episode. It's episode 5, season 1, episode 5.
Ah, it was season 1.
Look at that. I think you can watch it on Amazon Prime if you have Amazon Prime.
I think you can watch a lot of...
You don't...
Oh, yeah.
What'd you say, Austin? You don't like
Bezos?
Bezos?
Don't support I said don't support Bezos.
Oh, Bezos.
about that, I kind of sort of bought all the Harry Potter movies and all the Star Wars movies off of Amazon Prime, and I can only watch them on Prime Video because of it. So
Oh.
I kind of support that.
That's unfortunate.
Wow.
What's wrong with Amazon, Austin? You have a tragic story.
Are
Did
we
you
really have this conversation?
get hit by an Amazon truck driver?
Their employees had to pee in bottles so that they hit their delivery quota, otherwise they'd be fired.
Well, I guess I did see one article about that, but I didn't research further into that.
All I know about like Amazon work being terrible is like South Park.
Didn't like a worker in one of their warehouses like die because the work was so bad?
I could honestly believe it with a job like that. Yeah.
Yeah, that does sound like something that could happen. It's a tough job. But
I don't think any job is worth like dying over.
Nah,
It's
nah,
not.
it isn't. Hey, that's part of the reason why I don't want to work at like manufacturing jobs, because I'm a lot more likely to die at a job like that than like flipping burgers in a kitchen. Or
I work at a
sitting on my
manufacturing job.
you'd be
It's not
surprised.
fun.
Somebody can like throw a knife at you in the back, and then blam, you're dead, flipping a mid flip burger.
Riley, they usually have like prep work completely in a different room from wherever people are cooking food, Riley.
Well, what if somebody's practicing their knife throwing?
No, but why would you do that in the kitchen?
You know, a moving object, the flipping of the burger.
What? No, you're supposed to serve that burger. The burger's gonna get completely wrecked and you're wasting food.
Not if it's for them.
Why would you throw a knife at a burger mid-flip?
Like
What's
I
wrong
said,
with you?
it's
Do that at
practice.
home.
It's practice. They're
Do
practicing
that at
their
home,
side
then.
job.
Do that at home, endanger yourself,
What
not other
side
people.
job required that type of practice?
Probably a circus.
A knife throwing expert. You know, he's a street magician that throws knives for a living.
He took inspiration from Poseidon in that one episode of SpongeBob, or Neptune, or whatever the hell he was called in that episode.
Neptune.
I
There was a
believe
knife
he's called.
throwing in King Neptune. Wait, what? King Neptune threw a knife?
Well, I guess he didn't throw knives; he threw swordfish. But
Those are basically fish knives.
Yeah.
So,
Swordfish. You got hammerheads. You got. No, I don't think there's a knife one, is there? There's
there's a
probably
knife fish.
there's a knife fish.
probably, yeah.
They're not
I
too
believe that.
uncommon in like the fish keeping hobby.
Knife fish. Knife
Knife
fish. Knife fish, aka ghost knife fish. Wow.
Yeah.
This is way better than what was the thing last time, Cameron? We talked about the frog.
The mountain chicken.
Yeah, the mountain chicken.
Frog?
Yeah.
Where'd you?
What do you mean?
What does a frog have to do with a mountain chicken?
Because it's a mountain chicken. Is the frog?
What?
Okay, there is a type of frog that is called a mountain chicken. Look it up.
Yeah, we already discussed all this last time, so we don't need to go more into that. But the ghost
par-
knife fish.
Yeah.
Yeah, ghost knife fishes are awesome.
They've got some
They
weird
sound awesome.
underbellies.
Wow, I mean,
Body shaming the fish, Riley.
unbelievable. I mean,
It's a fish. They're
This is
supposed to.
2022, Riley.
You can't just talk about a fish's underbelly like.
you can't shame them for it, Riley.
Yeah.
You need to be supportive.
What, you want me to say? They have a cool underbelly?
Yeah.
I said weird. I didn't say it was bad. It looked like an octopus, to be honest.
Riley, this is 2022.
What octopus are you
Well,
looking at, Riley?
The secret life of
So I don't think
knife.
we're looking at the same octopus.
It's not an octopus. It's one of the knife fish.
I'm pretty sure you
You
said
said it looked like
octopus.
an octopus.
Here.
He did
Yeah.
say octopus.
I said it looks like an
I'm-
octopus.
How?
Here, look in the NFO chat. Boom. Here. It's called a clown knife fish, not a ghost knife fish. Look at that. You can't convince me. It's got the circly circles. That's like an octopus kind of tentacles.
What, Riley? Do you know how many animals have circly circles on them? A lot. A lot of animals have circly circles on them.
But this circly circle is a fish-like fish-like. This is a fish, and octopuses
Yeah.
are also in the water. So I made the connection there.
The octopi aren't the only sea creatures with circly circles on them.
Yeah, they're squids as well, but that's I said they
Wait,
look like.
Sorry, Riley. Cephalopods aren't the only sea creatures with circly circles on them. There's plenty of fish that have them.
It just reminded me of the octopus. That's what it came to mind. It's just like me
Nah,
saying they had
nah.
a weird body. Okay, I'm sorry. I was just speaking my mind. I will refrain from fish-like topics or fish appearance topics in the future.
Speaking of
probably a
fish, speaking of fish appearance, and on the topic of cephalopods, which do you guys like more, squids or octopi? Just like overall,
As food,
yeah. I said overall, Riley. Overall.
like to look at and to eat.
Overall,
I haven't eaten any. Like
Me
actually,
neither.
I think I might have had octopus.
I've eaten octopus before.
I haven't had octopus or squid, so I can't speak about how they taste.
Not have.
But I do think that squids are objectively cooler. There's a reason why they were chosen over octopi in Splatoon to be the protagonists. Just saying. There's a
Squids
reason
are
why.
smarter than octopi.
And we have Squidward from SpongeBob. We don't have.
Well, Squidward's an octopus, actually.
Wait,
Yeah.
Count
Wait.
his legs and weep, Riley. Count them and weep.
because I thought he had four legs. Does he have six?
He had. Well, I think it's squids that have 6. Octopi have 8. But
But
I think it was confirmed that he is an octopus. They were just too lazy to give him another set of arms or something.
Octoword.
Yeah. Plus, yeah. Also, like Squidward just works better as like a pun name. But Squilliam and Squidward, they're both octopi. There are actual squids that show up in SpongeBob eventually, and they do look like squids instead of octopi. Here's the main identifying difference between squids and octopi. Octopi have like the big bulbous dangly heads. Squids have like the arrow heads, which also makes them cooler looking. Which is why squids have my votes.
He does have four legs, 2 arms, but he is an octopus, like you're saying. I have to keep doing research. Goodness. Because I thought he only had 6 limbs, so I was right on that part. But to answer your question, yes, squids I probably prefer over octopuses. Or octopi, not octopuses.
Okay, I just posted a picture of one of my fish in the chat, and he's got circles. Does that remind you of an octopus, Riley?
No, he kind of reminds me of like a leopard.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
Yeah.
Okay, I thought you were gonna say leprechaun at first. I was like, what?
Kind of reminds me of a leprechaun.
That's a wild leprechaun, dude.
You know,
Yeah.
I can see the fish filter in the background, and that kind of reminds me of a pot of gold. And he's heading towards it, so definitely leprechaun right there.
I can see the refraction of light on the water particles from that splash, and it makes a rainbow. And rainbows make me think of leprechauns because everyone knows it's an objective fact at this point that there's always a pot of gold at the end of a rainbow.
Yeah. And
it's
this
just
fish
nobody.
is wearing a hat.
Yeah, it's just nobody.
What?
It's just nobody ever found the pot of gold because by the time they get to the end of the rainbow's already gone, and by proxy, the pot of gold's gone with it.
You know, you can make your own rainbow. It's pretty cool.
I mean, it's just like water particles and light.
You don't
I
even need
assume it's
water.
not too.
You just need like a prism and have the light refract through the prism, and on the other side, the rainbow comes out.
That's generally not what I think of when I think rainbow, but all right.
Well,
I
it's
guess
all the
you
colors of
technically,
the rainbow.
Get it, Riley? You
I
listen to
guess
Pink Floyd.
Who's Pink Floyd?
No! The most famous album cover of all time. Is that not Pink Floyd?
The most what?
I don't know like musician album names and stuff, so I honestly don't
I
know.
have not listened to Pink Floyd.
Is it not? Yeah, it's Pink Floyd. It is.
We're not the. Oh, I'm not the biggest music listener.
I mean, neither.
Like I play
I
an
listen to
instrument.
songs. I hardly
Yeah,
ever.
that's their album cover.
Where?
Oh, it's like the angelic prism item from The Binding of Isaac, one of the best items in the game. All right, I guess one of the best potential synergy items. In the game.
I had to squint for the green, but it's in there. Bright green is a dangerous color, just like forest green. Forest green is one of the worst colors of green.
I mean,
What would you know, Riley?
yeah.
That's why it's one of the worst. It looks too similar to too many other colors.
I feel like I'm not. Let's discuss colors we don't like. I guess. I guess Riley's irrelevant to this topic. He's colorblind.
Forest green,
So he,
any dark red. Oh,
I mean, it depends on the
like
particular shade of.
very dark red. Like, what is chartreuse the right word? Is that a red,
I don't know.
or is that more of a violet?
I
I think
don't know.
red
Reddish
has like
purple.
the most variance in color of any color in the spectrum.
Yeah,
it's very
yeah,
unfortunate.
red. Yeah, there's a lot of like colors that red can turn into that also has shades of it which also look very similar to red. Like there's shades of pink that look similar to red.
Oh yeah,
Oranges that are
just red.
Yeah, yeah. But I guess you could apply the same logic to like blues and maybe even some types of yellows.
although the difference is that we don't have names for all those different ones. Like pink is just
Oh,
a light red, like maroon is just a dark red.
yeah.
Like we got names for all
Ru-
these different shades of red.
Rouge is like a dark pinkish, purplish red.
Magenta too. Yeah.
Magenta's a good color, but
Yeah, now name one variant of yellow.
Of yellow.
You can't.
gold.
Gelb.
Gold?
said-
I guess gold.
I said
is kind of-
gold. Yeah.
You know, just say it in a different language, and then it works, right?
No.
Yeah, so you got yellow, we got
vermilion?
gold. Yeah, I guess every other name for yellow that I can think of is just some
It's red.
like it has yellow in the name, like pale yellow, dark yellow.
My favorite
Yeah.
yellow color is
Crazy yellow.
FFF000.
Riley, get your nerdy hex value bullcrap out of here.
I only know that that's yellows because the reverse 00FFF is my favorite blue. And I accidentally typed it in wrong.
Oh,
Oh, I
I
looked
see.
at some of the different shades of yellow. You got lemon, dandelion, butterscotch, pineapple.
I mean,
Yeah, but none
I
of those are
wasn't-
common colors.
corn, bumblebee.
I feel like lemon is just yellow. Honestly.
Yeah.
Good old shades of yellow. Flaxen.
We don't
Doesn't
think
even
of
look
lemon as a different color than yellow, though. We always think of it as
Yeah.
yellow. But we think of pink
Yeah.
as a different color than red. We think of magenta as a different color of red.
Yeah, yeah. This is why yellow gets like unfavorited. Because
I do feel like yellow is a pretty unpopular color.
it's too bright. My sister likes yellow.
I don't mind. I don't dislike any of like the 6 main rainbow colors. I think I'm all right with all. I think I'm cool with all of them. It's just certain types of shades and mixtures with other colors is where I get a bit antsy. Like there's a lot of types of browns I don't like.
Any brown that has any amount of green in it.
Yeah.
You
I've
just brown. God.
greenish.
Greenish
green.
brown. That's
I have a
An
person.
excess amount of green. How about that?
I have a personal vendetta against greenish browns. Like when
What is a
coloring,
greenish brown? Oh my
when coloring in characters and stuff. Like sometimes I want to give them like an army look.
Oh,
So I'm trying to find like greenish browns and I need greenish browns to add to the camo stuff. And it's so difficult going on like the color wheel and trying to find the perfect color value I'm looking for.
Yeah.
Because like all my browns are set to like the reds and oranges, maybe even a little bit of yellow. But if I go too far green, then I'm not seeing any brown. I'm just seeing green.
Yeah.
There's not much. So
yeah.
so I wind up having to like
Ugliest
mess
color.
with opacity with like my normal brown color swatches and green, various types of greens. And okay, how does this look at half opacity? 25% opacity. I don't like greenish browns for that reason. There's also like a weird reddish brown, which is a color that I don't know the name of. I don't like reddish brown either. For completely different reasons, I just find that color like unappealing. Like I guess rust color is what I'm thinking of. The color of
Reddish
rust.
brown.
Oh yeah.
Iron oxide. You don't like the color of Mars?
No, I generally do not like rust colors.
Mm. Yeah, I can see that. I had a thought and then I completely forgot it. Maybe it had to deal with Pokemon. You know, Gen 1, every town name except palette is a color. It's color related.
Yeah.
Yeah, I did not know that for a while. Till like last year.
Honestly, I
Except-
didn't know it until just now.
It's called Palette Town because it's a color palette.
Yeah, because the color.
Yeah,
palette.
I had a feeling that's why it was called that. I guess it makes sense. A lot of things were named after colors in that game and other iterations of that game.
Red, blue.
Like the Indigo Plateau, the Orange Islands,
Cinnabar.
The Gen 1 games were called Red, Blue, Green, and Yellow, which are like the four big boy, very well known primary colors.
Yep, and engineering colors.
Yeah.
So have you guys played any new games recently?
Not any new games.
No.
Any old?
I've been
was-
trying to get you guys to play Minecraft with me, but nobody freaking answers.
Yeah.
I was going to answer, but I was at work when I saw the message, and then I forgot to answer after I got off of work.
Yeah, and apparently I just missed like 2 of your messages and missed the whole day.
Oh yeah, you had to go back and read to see if you sent a message about not showing up at D&D.
I never did find that message. Did you ever look for that one, Cameron?
Me?
No.
Wait, what?
So I
What did
only
I say
saw
about
that you were going to try going to more podcasts. I didn't see anything about D&D. Cameron thought you said that you probably want to go back to D&D.
Oh,
Yeah, you said you would. Yeah. Because
I
you'd
didn't-
be lost, is what
Gosh,
you
I had to
said.
pass Gavin's picture again. What?
I just
It's
I
not
just
real,
made-
Riley, don't worry.
I just made the decision to not get involved with that whole spiel.
Yeah, I was telling Cameron that I was going to send a picture of a rooster, but I didn't I didn't want to enable Jack, and I'm like, you know what? It'd probably take too much effort to look up chicken pictures.
Oh my gosh.
Hey, I'm willing
You
to
should've-
invest my time in stupid stuff, but not that kind of stupid stuff.
You should have found a picture of a rooster that's just like has a huge dong. And just said that one. It would have been like a double joke.
Yeah, that's not what I want on my conscious. I was gonna ask my brother to send me a picture, but I realized that
Don't ask what.
no, from
Riley,
a chicken. Go take a picture of a chicken. He does the farm work.
Sure.
Yes, we still raise chickens. Oh, I've never invited you guys to our grand old chicken slaughtering festival.
No, oh man, what a shame. I'm so sorry. I wasn't invited. Man, Riley.
Yeah, I had to work that day. So.
Yeah,
I
the
don't
last
think
one
I
that
would have
my
been able to
parents-
make it. So
The last one my parents did, they didn't even invite me. They didn't tell me about it. They just started doing it. I was in the house. I was just like, yeah, we went out and killed some chickens. I'm like, what?
you killed chickens without me?
Chickens
It's the only reason I live. To see the chickens suffer.
No. Gosh. Well, normally, like, they don't tell me too much stuff anymore, but I don't really ask, so, I'm
I
not-
saw your
not
dad
surprised.
at Buffalo Wild Wings today.
Okay.
Yeah.
I think I've
I'm
only
not even
ever
kidding.
I think I've only ever eaten at Buffalo Wild
It's like
Wings
Buffalo Wild
once.
Wings. It's not even
I
BOGO
mean-
Day.
I mean, firstly, Riley, I feel like your dad could eat wherever the hell he wants to.
Yeah, he's
but
a
that's-
grown ass man.
Yeah, but he doesn't really go out and eat.
Well, neither do I.
Did
Yet
he
I
go
ate
by,
at a
like,
sushi
himself,
place the
or
other day.
Was he just sitting
No,
by himself?
he-
Gosh,
He hadn't been seated yet.
that'd be hilarious.
I was
Just-
walking out of the bathroom and he was walking into the bathroom.
Oh.
So
I'm imagining Riley's dad walking in home one day with all the lights off, and he turns on lights, and Riley's sitting in chairs like, "So, Dad, I heard you went to Buffalo."
Wild Wings.
and I couldn't help but notice you didn't invite me. That's not what I'm mad though. That's not what I'm mad about.
It's not BOGO Day.
Yeah,
Why'd you go on a
But-
non-BOGO Day?
that
that's
was your
not.
trip
It's,
to the bathroom, Dad.
yeah. It's not just that, Dad. I couldn't help but notice that you didn't invite me to the grand chicken slaughtering ritual we do.
Did you give our chickens to Buffalo Wild Wings?
Are you working some kind of deal with them?
Are we double selling here? We selling under the
Wait,
table?
Riley, do you have you have chickens left right now?
Yeah. The layers aren't
What'd you
laying very well, but
What you need to do is every chicken that you have, you need to go out there and kill it and take its head and put it on your dad's pillow. And he will never forget to invite you ever again.
oh gosh, he's gonna think I'm a
That'll-
sociopath.
Yeah, but you'll be invited to the next one.
Gosh,
Unless he sends you to a mental institute, but
Yeah,
he would have some severe questions. I feel.
Riley.
Riley, where'd you go get the knife from? Did you use the good chicken slaughtering knife?
Riley,
did you even
know
watch
we.
it while it ran around without a head?
I bet you didn't even point and laugh at it if you
You
did.
didn't even go laugh. What do you guys think we do during our chicken slaughter?
Exactly how hard did you stomp on its neck? I need to make sure you did this right.
He's feeling.
Did you
the head.
twist? Did you twist it? Did you twist his head harder than you twist open a jar of pickles?
Do you see this, Riley? Look at the cut at the base of this chicken's neck. Does that look like a straight cut to you?
Oh my gosh. I think he'd be more impressed actually now that I'm thinking about it if I actually took the initiative and went to go kill chickens. But then like after he's finally done being impressed, he'd be like, "Why did you go kill those chickens?"
I just wanted your approval, Dad.
Hey, son, I found that pile of dead chicken heads on my pillow. I just gotta say, I'm proud of you. You really stepped it up and showed me that you have what it takes.
You have what it takes. Hands me the deed to the farm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I actually do have an interesting story relating to slaughtering
Dead
chickens.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah. Yeah, so like my manager at Chick-fil-A, she also has a farm with chickens that she raises. And for like the past week, she was talking about this one rooster, which is just eating all the other chickens' seeds and it's pecking at everyone and it's just being an overall asshole. And she was talking to one of my coworkers about like how that chicken needs to die. And the way she talked about it, it sounded like she was calling a hitman on her chicken.
Everyone knows you kill the meanest chicken first.
Yeah, but I don't think she does it herself. She
Oh,
like actually sends it off to slaughterhouses.
wow. That's half the fun of raising the chickens, though.
Killing them yourself.
You know it.
Gotta watch them grow up so that when you strangle them with your
Oh,
bare hands, it
gosh.
actually means something.
Yeah, it's actually really sad. We did that. We didn't really strangle the goat. Like we had goats and we grew
Oh
to a
my
tension.
God.
Wait, you strangled a goat? What?
No, we didn't strangle no goats. But
What kind of satanic rituals are you doing on your farm?
average farm
Was
stuff.
there a pentagram burned into the ground while you did
No,
it?
no, there was no strangling of goats. It was just me messing up my wordage. But yeah, we raised goats for 1 year, and we're not going to do it again because we grew too attached to the goats because they were too silly, and then having to kill them was quite unfortunate. It's the same reason we haven't raised any bunnies in a while. But bunnies,
Well, that's probably you don't kill the bunnies, Riley.
oh, well, we
What?
did. So
I will say this: if I was raising bunnies, I wouldn't be killing
the
them.
only thing we did, well, I guess I shouldn't really
I'm
say that, but
I'm the kind of guy who would feel guilty about eating bunnies in general. Like even if I didn't kill them myself, I would feel guilty about eating rabbit.
Yeah, that's why we don't have any outside cats on our farm because we
do
just
have
feel so bad when it's
outside
time to kill
cats.
them. This is a hypothetical situation, Riley.
If they're not in a pen, they're probably safe. But the only thing.
Oh, what about that poor cat who happens to wander in a pen and couldn't get out?
Well,
Cameron, I'm starting to wonder about what really happened to Scout's leg.
what do you mean Scout's legs? Scout's legs just fine.
Is that
It's-
not Scout
it's-
that has
No,
that's
just
Ruby.
Ruby who lost her.
Yeah.
leg.
Ruby? Okay.
We all saw her got hit by the car, and then that's when she lost her leg because the car, and then the bus came afterwards. Almost
Oh my
almost
God.
hit the car.
Oh no!
Oh gosh, yeah, that's called a tragic backstory. Kid trauma. Watching your dog get hit by a car.
I thought you were talking
Get a
about like
bus.
I thought you were talking about a tragic backstory for Ruby.
Oh, that too. Gosh, I've seen 2 of our dogs now get hit by a vehicle. Oh
You just
gosh.
need to get smarter dogs.
Yeah, the problem is they just roam free. I don't know. We don't really train our dogs, so they just go chasing the semi, and then they get very unfortunate one day. And
Wonder why.
I don't think Scout's ever really chased a car. He's waddled to a car. But oh gosh.
He always gets in my way when I'm trying to park.
Yeah, because he's like, who's this person or vehicle approaching our household? I must go sniff out.
I remember he completely disrespects my ideal of being a cat person, and whenever I was giving your cat's attention, he would just like push the cat off my lap and just loaf. Like, all right, it's a little rude, but okay.
Yeah, he wants the attention for himself.
Hey, there's a Gavin who's willing to give you more attention. He's better with dogs than me, but nah, I'm fine, I guess. Nah.
Yeah, I'm not really good with any animal, but
Mhm.
I'm probably the best with a cat over a dog.
I feel like I vibe with cats more. Yeah. I don't have like the sort of personality or energy to like keep up with dogs. Like cats, from what I've seen, they tend to mind their own business for the most part. That's a lifestyle I can admire.
Yeah, our new
I like
cats.
fish.
Yeah, fish
You
are
can't, you
cool.
can't really pet a fish though.
You can.
Oh yeah, you can.
I
Yeah.
fly
I mean,
straight into the tank every day. Boom, and then
I
pet
mean, I
Mr.
guess you risk like
Miss-
damaging their scales and
Oh,
stuff.
yeah.
But
There are certain fish which you can pet a lot more
Do you,
effectively without worry
you
about
can pet like
damaging them.
goldfish, I think.
do you have the snail uprising still happening in your tanks?
Oh no, all of those snails were killed off long ago. Now I have an assassin
Oh,
snail uprising.
You have
And now
wait, you have a new snail uprising?
Yes, the assassin snails. They killed all the ramshorn snails, and now I'm actually buying ramshorn snails to feed their growing army.
Wait, you're feeding the assassins others?
Hmm
Oh my gosh.
I bought 2 assassin snails to get rid of the ramshorn snails. The ramshorn snails are the pest snails, and they got rid of them real quick. And then they started having babies, and the babies need something to eat. So now
Or
I'm actually
or
they
you
like
can
they
just
solved the problem too well because now I'm actually buying ramshorn snails to
so
feed
what
to
I'm
them.
hearing is
it's like if you buy pet praying mantis to take care of your cockroach problem. That mantis makes more mantises, and you run out of cockroaches. So you're like, well, guess I'm getting more cockroaches then.
Exactly.
What? You don't go
I
out
can
and get
look into the tank, and
cockroaches?
if you look careful
Oh
enough,
my
there's just like
gosh.
empty ramshorn shells all over the place.
So the Great
Just
War, the Great Snail
yeah,
War has started.
it's like an all-out war zone there, and the
But
ramshorns lost.
but why do
Like
you
it,
do you like the other snails? Do you like the
the
assassin snails?
assassin snails, the assassin snails are dope, dude.
Okay.
They're like yellow and black spirals. They're pretty cool. Also, they're
They
freaking
hurt?
assassin snails.
Do they have
So,
their own knives? They just bring out the knives and it's like,
well,
well,
basically, what they do is their mouth. And I might this not might not be like exactly correct. But it might be a little bit oversimplified, but their mouths are like big straws, and they just like stick it into the other snail's shells,
oh
and they just like
snap,
slurp them out.
I feel like a lot of
escargot.
insect like animals have straw mouths.
Um, but
I consider snails as bugs.
is are they?
I mean, there's
think
such
so.
thing as underwater bugs. I mean, look at the giant isopod. That's basically just a gigantic pill bug underwater.
That is true.
Well, I guess there is the catfish.
That's not a bug.
What does that have to do with anything, Riley?
I'm like,
That's-
I was thinking of.
That's just a fish, Riley.
Underwater bugs. You guys know catfish are a thing, right?
I was just thinking of cats, and then I'm like, oh yes, the good old catfish. That's
I
definitely
have
part cat,
catfish in my tank.
part fish.
I got autocinkless catfish.
Oh, wait, how big are your tanks?
10 gallons. Autocinkless catfish only get to be like an inch or 2 long.
Oh,
Yeah,
really?
there's such thing as smaller catfish. There's not just one, like, breed of catfish, Riley. There's multiple.
Yeah, not every catfish is a red tail catfish because that would not fit in my 10 gallon.
It's not the one that I catch at the creek.
No, the red tails are also probably not the ones you catch at the creek.
It's been a while since
I think red tail catfish can get like 3 or 4 feet long.
Oof.
Let me look it up.
Big fish.
I'm trying to think of.
They can get 53 inches long. So yeah, like 4 feet.
Yeah, that's 4 feet.
Oh yeah, yeah.
That is quite long.
I remember I went to Walmart like maybe a month ago.
That was
maybe
your first
less.
mistake.
Yeah.
And because I was curious, I decided to check like back in the area where the fish tanks and stuff, and I guess the fish in general used to be. I went back there and I'm like, whoa, did they get rid of all of them?
Yep.
Yeah, they did that years ago.
Was it?
I wouldn't have known. I haven't even thought about that section of Walmart since I was like 10 or something.
Yeah, you have to go.
Yeah, they got rid of it because what the hell does Walmart know about keeping fish? just like a
That's true.
convenience store.
Yep, that's why we always trust roasts because
I don't know what that is.
they sell board games and fish, so those two make sense. I don't.
It's a hobby store, Riley. Fish keeping is a hobby.
I'm just thinking, like, you don't want like wet board games, and you know, fish they cause water splashes.
Not if you have a lid on the tank.
Oh my gosh!
I forgot that character only had 1 hit point, so I just died right away.
What?
I'm playing The Binding of Isaac while we're talking.
Oh. Yeah, I always forget people do stuff while we're doing the podcast. For me, I always just stare off into the distance.
That's normally what I do, but in this case, no. I decided to switch it up a bit.
Oh. So what are you doing then, Austin?
I'm playing Skyrim.
I could have probably guessed that. I was like, last time you were playing that game with the tree. Was it Dark Souls? What was the tree?
Oh, yes, it was Dark Souls, yes.
I thought it was Sekiro.
I think that was a different time. The tree, I think I know what you're talking about. I think it was those tree things in the swamp area.
Yeah.
Dark Souls 3.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah, because I thought it was a tree, and then I walked up to it to like get behind it to get out of line of sight of an enemy, and it turned around and like whomped me.
Started beating you up. Oh, yes. Yeah, I tried streaming again I guess yesterday and the day before. The day before went pretty well. The day yesterday went nobody came to that one, so either YouTube really messed it up because it was being really weird on my end, or nobody felt
What do you
like
mean
watching.
us two?
What?
What do you mean us two messed it up?
No, YouTube.
Oh, I thought you said either you two messed it up.
I knew
like,
he
what?
I knew he said YouTube, but I also heard you two.
Either YouTube messed it up or something. No. Yeah, YouTube. The YouTube, not two. Gosh, those sound very similar.
Yeah, they do.
Yeah, they do.
Yeah, it's being weird, but there's also a new update to YouTube. If you've seen it, you can now do picture-in-picture and take just screenshots of individual videos. Interesting things. Yeah. Also, they got rid of
I think I
the
saw
dislike
that.
counter.
Oh yeah, I saw that.
Yeah,
That was
I remember
a
that.
while ago, but my favorite feature that they've added is when you're uploading a video, you can reuse previous settings, which is beautiful.
I thought that was there for a while.
Nope, it was there for streaming, but not for like individual videos.
I'm pretty sure it was there for individual videos.
Well, this was probably back in November now.
And I remember it being like that back when I was uploading Brawl still.
Well,
I haven't posted to my channel in probably over a year, so I have no idea.
I felt like it hadn't been there. I looked this up because my dad was saying the exact same thing, so now I'm second guessing what I looked up. But it's one of my favorite features. Even if it's been there for a while, I really enjoy it.
It is a good feature.
You guys are overlooking a very key feature they added. I'm pretty sure it was recently, but you can upload like videos to YouTube now.
Jack's change name.
Yeah, Rogue Oreo.
Yeah.
That's
that's
Jack
gonna solve his copyright issue.
Rogue Oreo. So that's like two different copyright
I wonder
things, right?
I wonder what
Yeah.
I wonder what compelled him to change his name.
He liked probably Rogue End, and he liked OreoDayz.
Oh my god,
And
that's
combined
bringing
them
back
two.
memories. Rogue End 1. There was a 1 on the end.
Oh yeah, good old.
I have
Maybe he was playing
no
the Xbox
idea.
recently.
I have no
Versus-
idea what Rogue End is.
When you first get an Xbox, before you like choose a gamer tag, it gives you a random one, and his was Rogue End 1. and for some reason he thought it
Oh.
sounded cool, so he kept it.
Oh, so it's like that one time when A Game switched my username from MechamanW6 to Fuchsia Crow.
Yeah,
Except in this case, he actually stuck with it, and in my case, I didn't like it, so I just
Fuchsia
never
Crow,
used it
man.
on anything else.
Did we ever hear your backstory to your username, Austin? I know we had one podcast where we were telling them, but I can't remember if you were there.
I don't remember.
I don't know. Basically, there was a game way back in the day. I'm talking probably like maybe 15 years ago.
Ooh.
And you had to, it was like a children's game, so they weren't just going to let you put in your own username.
Yeah, 'cause
So
heaven
what you had to
forbid.
do,
I'll tell you, don't trust you, huh?
yeah, pretty much. So what they had you do was they had you choose a word from a list of adjectives, then from a list of names, and then from a list of nouns. And then they would like combine it to make your gamer tag. I think it was called Level Up. Like there was a show about a video game. I think the show was called Level Up.
I don't think I've ever watched that show.
I've never.
But
heard
you know
of
what
it.
I'm talking about?
I know what you're talking about.
Okay,
It was
I'm
on
pretty
Cartoon
sure.
Network, right?
Yeah, I think so. Or Nick or something, I don't remember. But yeah, it was basically the game that they played in that show. Yeah, the ones that I settled on were SoggyAustinTaco. Because Austin is my name. Tacos are my
What?
favorite food.
I didn't know about
And-
that first fact.
Yeah, I didn't know about that first fact.
Oh.
It's completely blown my mind.
But yeah, tacos are my favorite food, and soggy is just a freaking hilarious word.
It is a pretty good word. Like boogers.
Boogers. As you can tell, I still have the same mindset.
I swear, if taco wasn't available on that list, I would have chose boogers instead.
Soggy Austin boogers.
Yeah.
Oh gosh,
Oh my gosh.
that one might have had a name change.
Yeah,
No.
probably.
Though, what is everyone's perspective on soggy tacos? Yay or nay on soggy? How do you prefer your tacos?
Every time
I
I
guess.
think
Okay,
of a
what I
soggy
do-
taco is the drawing or the pixel art I drew in Minecraft, and I keep remembering the sign that's just said under contraction, and
Yeah, he misspelled construction. He said under contraction.
That
That's
does
real,
sound like a Riley move to make.
like what happens to a pregnant woman. Our building was experiencing that apparently.
it could have been like the like can't that contraction.
That kind of reminds me of that time when, like, I said the word menstrual cycle, but didn't know what it meant, so everyone just laughed at me.
What?
It was in chess club one time.
What?
Okay, I've actually got a really funny story. Cameron, you might not think it's so funny, but remember we were in world history together in high school? And I do not know how this came up, but the class all started talking about all the products they sell at Victoria's Secret. I think it was I probably shouldn't say his name, but our teacher actually brought it up, and people didn't know what they all sold at Victoria's Secret, so Cameron looked it up. And when he was going through the list, he was saying all the things, and then he gets to the end and he goes, and something called lingerie. He was talking about lingerie.
I don't think that was me. I don't know
No,
if we had
I'm
the same
pretty
world
sure it was
history.
you.
I don't remember us having the same world history class, did we?
This in
Yeah,
high school?
because remember you and Gavin were like the bank in that one stock market.
That was U.S. history.
Oh, you're right. U.S. history.
Yeah,
Yeah, it was pretty funny.
I'm pretty sure I knew how to. I'm pretty sure I knew like the word lingerie when I saw it back then.
Yeah, probably, but it's just one of those things where if you're not expecting it, then you just say it.
Yeah,
wrong.
I probably would have laughed at that
I
too if I
s-
was present.
I say so many things wrong on a daily
Yeah,
basis.
Absolutely.
I don't know where I was going with my point, but
You remember that one time in German class where Frau needed somebody to get up in front of the class to read something,
Oh, yep.
And before we did that, she's like, okay, I need somebody who is really good at pronunciation for this. And then she looks at me and she's like, okay, you can read this.
Werner, you're
And
good
I'm
at
like,
pronouncing stuff.
yeah. In German class, we had to like choose German names, and mine was Werner. But I was like, oh my god, why? Why did you pick me?
Oh.
And like I was good at German or whatever. I'm not so much anymore because I haven't taken it in probably 3 years. I get up there, I like butcher every other word, and at the end, I mispronounced the last word, and she's just like, "Oh yeah, this," and then she's like, "Yeah, you can sit down now."
Oh gosh. Yeah, Frau's now teaching Spanish.
I thought she retired.
I thought she retired, but I went to the school last like before we came back for the spring semester, and she was there. So
Wait, are they just not doing German anymore then?
yeah, you can have any language art or language class you want as long as it's Spanish, because there's 3 Spanish classes and no other class.
Huh.
They got rid of German because it was declining in popularity.
That's funny to
Maybe
hear
because
because
they only...
I was literally the only one in our friend group who took Spanish class. Everyone else took German.
Yep. I don't know what they're thinking. Limiting the youth. The youth of today are going to be limited to just think that everything goes their way. And then that's how we get ourselves a good old snowflake. Ba-ba-doop-a-boo.
Huh.
Jeez. Jeez. You okay there? Take that as a yes.
I'm fine. Why do you ask?
He has Riley, he has a severe medical condition in which if there isn't a conversation going on within 10 seconds, he bursts out into violent coughing.
Okay, fine. Here's a conversational piece. Austin, on your YouTube channel, you've never changed your picture, and it always confused me why.
What picture?
You just have an S for SoggyAustinTaco.
Oh, yeah. No, I just never uploaded a profile picture, you mean?
Yeah.
Probably because I only have like 5 videos.
You have more than 5 videos. You've
Does
got
he?
100 views. I thought that was going to tell me your video count.
I have 100 views?
Yeah, in total.
Yeah, maybe I need to start posting again.
You have exactly 14 videos, counting
14.
your streams.
In my streams.
Yeah.
I think the streams have a combined total of 1 viewer. And that was you that one time I played Dark Souls.
It says you got 7 views on the Dark Souls.
Yeah, but that's not like while it was streamed. That's after.
Oh, yeah. It happens. Like I was saying, nobody watched my Arceus stream last night, so I went to bed early.
I mean,
defeated.
I'm avoiding spoilers for Arceus because
That's
I'm
fair.
actually thinking about getting that game myself.
It's really good.
And the only reason that sold me is because before I just saw it was like, it's another Pokemon game, whatever. And I found out that it's like more open world like, and there's rare versions of the Pokemon which are massive. So I'm like, all right, convinced.
Yes,
I'm gonna get that game sometime.
There's been some comparisons. They said I have never played Genshin Impact, but somebody said it's compares to that as well as kind of like
I've always heard
Wild.
Genshin Impact compared to Breath of the Wild. Yeah.
Yeah, some of the mechanics are pretty similar. You can actually like get attacked by Pokemon now in Legends of Arceus. So for like example, you could have like a Lopunny stomp on you.
Oh damn!
Jeez.
Yeah, from the screenshots I've seen, the Lopunny are fucking gigantic, or they can be.
I haven't found any Lopunny yet.
They're out there.
I will go searching far and wide for the low punny.
You really want to get stomped on, don't you?
No, I don't. I've only been hit once in the game so far, and that was me
Wow.
running away from scythers. Because I was trying
Oh,
to
you gotta restart, Riley, and try and get that no hit
run. I was trying to
Yeah.
sneak up on one scyther, and then two more spawned behind me and started to attack. So I just ran off a cliff, and they hit me while I was running. It was very unfortunate.
I mean, them hitting you while you're running just sounds like Xenoblade.
Yeah. It's fan. I really like. I'm like an Arceus. Have you played it, Austin?
No,
Have you just watched it then?
I've just seen
The low punny.
like little clips from it. Yeah.
Highly suggest. It's $50 at Walmart. Because for some reason Walmart does their weird $10 off discount on Switch games.
Look, the Pokemon games are like fun and everything, but there's no way they should be $60.
Yeah,
that's
agreed.
Why you get them
I mean,
games or Walmart for $50.
But still, $50 is ridiculous.
Yeah,
You get,
I
what
feel-
type of
I
games
feel
are
like
coming
that
out
could-
these
I
days
feel
that
like-
are the same price.
I feel like that could apply to a lot of Nintendo stuff in recent years. Like, Nintendo makes great games most of the time.
but terrible decisions.
Yeah. Like I
Okay.
actually saw a meme about game development companies. It was like a Captain Planet meme. It was like, Nintendo's arrogance, Sega's stupidity, EA's greed, no, etc. so forth, combined together to form Konami.
Oh,
I think one of them was Blizzard's poor treatment of employees. Which, I mean...
Blizzard was bought by Microsoft recently.
Yeah, I heard about that.
Blizzard and Activision, so Microsoft like owns
they own
a
Hearthstone.
lot. Yeah, they do. They own Hearthstone. They own like Overwatch. They own Call of Duty. They also bought Bethesda, which is
I did hear that.
crazy.
Yeah, because how are we gonna get the new Skyrim game?
It's going to be an Xbox and PC exclusive, from what I understand.
Oh no! Tragic.
No, that...
So suck it, PS players.
I don't play the
Tell
PS.
me about how good your explodes. What? I didn't say you played the PS. I said suck it, PS players. Tell me how good your exclusives are now.
The only exclusive is like, don't they have like, what is it, Spider-Man? That's the only exclusive I've really
They
heard
got
about.
Spider-Man, and they had The Last of Us, I guess, which was
The Last
probably
of
their
Us.
biggest exclusive.
They have some other video game ones.
What do you mean video game?
Like
Everything I just listed was a video game.
Uncharted.
Oh yeah, Uncharted. I'm pretty sure is PlayStation exclusive. I might be wrong about that. I don't know.
Yeah.
I wouldn't know.
I don't play PlayStation or keep up with
Me either.
anything. I just look at Nintendo stuff, and
I just use my PlayStation to watch YouTube and maybe occasionally play my anime.
just that's an expensive media player.
Yeah.
I mean, I played games on it initially. It's just I already beat all those games and got bored of them, so now I just play
Shonen Jump.
YouTube on
Well, I
it.
guess you can play Blu-ray discs off your. Instead of
Yeah, I
PS4.
can do. Yeah, I can also watch Blu-ray stuff. I don't need to buy a DVD player.
Gosh, when the Switch was coming out, I'm like, I wonder if I can play my DVD disc on the Switch, and I'm like, no, you idiot, it's cartridge based.
Yeah.
Does Nintendo Switch have IMAX support?
Gosh. What annoyed me the most is that the Wii U had the capabilities of playing Blu-ray discs, but they specifically made it so that you can't play Blu-ray discs on it.
That's another non-smart Nintendo decision.
I
I feel like if they added the ability to play like even DVDs on the Wii U, that might have boosted the sales of it a bit more.
Well, the problem is it used Blu-ray discs for the Wii U in general, so I don't know if you could even do regular DVD, and maybe that's why they didn't want to do it, because then they'd confuse people.
You could play Wii games, I assume.
Oh, that's true. Yeah, you can play Wii games. You know what? Then I have no
You
clue
could
what they're
even-
doing.
Technically, you might even be able to do GameCube games on it as well.
Nintendo's just beefing with Blu-ray for some reason.
we don't like Blu-ray.
I think they're just beefing with video players in general.
It's because they still use CD discs and not cartridges.
Yeah, until movies come out on cartridges, Nintendo's not going to put it on there. Oh gosh.
What? Come on, Nintendo. We finally made cartridge movies just so you could put it on your Switch. Nope. Nope. No. That's not what we want.
We want DVDs back again. Oh gosh, you can hold a lot more in a DVD than a cartridge. I'm surprised.
Yeah, that's
Breath
why.
of the Wild actually runs.
I'm pretty sure the Switch cartridges are like a lot more fucking beefy than they were for the DS and 3DS era.
It's true, but I'm still surprised because it's a tiny little thing. And basically, any flash drive surprises me because you got a tiny little thing, and then it can store like 32 gigabytes. What? 82?
Wait, did I say 82? I meant 32.
32. That's what I was going for.
Yeah. That's actually the reason why a lot of the games in like the beginning point of 3D, the 3D gaming renaissance. That's why a lot of developers put their stuff on the PS1 because like the cartridge didn't hold enough, and plus I think the PlayStation had more graphical power than the Nintendo 64 did.
64.
Yeah, I can see that.
Yeah, but the Nintendo 64 just had better games.
The PS1? What are you talking about?
PS1 had a lot of classics, Riley.
Well, again, I don't really look at the PlayStation, so
I
guess I
can
shouldn't
list.
judge them, but
There's Spyro, Crash
okay,
Bandicoot,
that's fair.
Final Fantasy VII was a PlayStation exclusive.
Fatal Frame, which is considered one of the greatest horror franchises of all time, was on the PlayStation 1.
Oh yeah, Fatal Frame made it into Smash.
Yeah.
That's right.
Yeah,
she's
this
the assist trophy.
Yeah, but I'm petrified of scary stuff.
Yeah, I say you got jump scared by the title screen of Five Nights at Freddy's 2.
When it came out, it was considered the scariest game of all time, but I'm pretty sure that those standards have been raised by now.
Oh yeah. Yeah,
What do you
probably.
mean? Have you seen Five Nights at Freddy's 2's title screen? Terrifying. Have you seen Zootopia? Terrifying.
No, I haven't.
Oh gosh. That's what we should have watched instead of what did we watch? We watched Cat in the Hat.
Yeah.
Why did we watch that again?
Weren't you the one that picked it?
Yeah, but why?
I thought it was Gavin who picked
Gavin's
it.
like, let's watch this, and I'm like, yeah.
I didn't want to watch
Like,
it.
are you sure we want to watch this? We could watch a good movie. Or I was like, no, we gotta watch this. This is the greatest movie ever.
I'm pretty sure Cat in the Hat was the movie which made Dr. Seuss's wife ban like all future live-action Dr. Seuss movies.
Probably, it's not a good movie.
It was awful.
It was better than I remember it being.
It was worse than I remembered it being.
It was worse than I remember it being, and that's with my memory being jaded from watching reviewers talking about how bad it was. I came in there, expecting nothing, and I still got disappointed.
Oh my gosh, I must have been really tired or just like not awake because oh my gosh.
Can you explain to me the difference between the two things you just said?
not awake versus really tired?
I guess we say it like that, but
Oh, gosh. Never ask me to do anything when I'm like half sleeping, because you will get. Actually, do ask because you'll get some random response.
You may get a funny.
Funny.
The real thing you never want to do is ask you something while you're already sleeping because you're not going to wake up.
Well, you never know. I apparently jolted awake when a penny was placed on my face.
How? We threw a Rubik's Cube at you.
Yeah.
You didn't wake
What?
up.
Yeah, the Rubik's Cube. Oh gosh. Yeah.
Like it
And then
happened. It happened.
Full on slapped you, and you stayed
Yeah.
sleeping.
Yeah,
Jeez.
what happened at my house is me and Gavin woke up first one time. Gavin was like pushing Riley around. He like smacked his face once.
Jeez.
Where like it didn't work, and then Gavin just found like a random penny lying on the floor, placed it on Riley's forehead as gently as possible, and I was like, and he woke up.
Wait, you were there for?
Yeah,
the
yeah, I
time
was,
I was
I was,
talking about,
yeah,
right?
yeah, I was there when you guys were shooting Nerf darts at him and stuff.
Oh yeah,
Gosh.
that too.
How did I wake up? Did you guys ask where the TV remote was, and then I just like jolted
Yeah.
awake?
Yeah,
Yeah, basically.
we were having a totally different conversation. We were trying to wake you up to ask you where the TV remote
How do
was,
you
and
guys
then
turn
we
off
gave
the
up.
TV?
I don't think that was even what woke you up. We were just talking about something random, and then you just woke up and joined the conversation.
Like, he wakes up like, oh yes, I get what you're talking about. By the way, what are we talking about?
The worst part is I don't remember the conversation.
I don't either. I just know that we were trying to find the remote, so we were trying to wake you up to help us find the remote, and then we just gave up and started talking about other stuff.
Gosh. Yeah. There's some random stories about my house,
Yeah.
especially when you guys are in it. Oh gosh. What was another weird one? Jack asking
There's a
Cameron.
lot of them. Oh yeah, Jack waking me up in the middle of the night asking me if he could use the bathroom.
Oh gosh. Did somebody sleep on the pool table?
I feel like someone slept at the pool table. It might have been Austin. I feel like
probably
Austin was the kind of
Yeah.
guy
You
that
didn't like
sleep.
I think it was.
you didn't like the cat peed bed or something? So you just
No, because we were all
Is it
there.
someone else?
All that I had was the pool table or the tile floor that was exactly negative 15 degrees.
It
Was
warm
Riley's
up.
basement really that cold?
It's not
It-
that cold. It's only
No,
it
when you're
gets down to
bare
40.
skin on the tile, it's like all I had was a t-shirt. So like my arms would touch the tile,
You could have
and
asked
you
for a
guys took
blanket.
all the frick. I did, and you guys took them all. I had one crappy little pillow
We
that I had to fold in half to even support my head.
we have a whole closet of blankets.
You didn't give me one. I specifically asked, and everyone was like, "Oh,
I
I'm
didn't
using
know-
this one."
I didn't know about the closet of blankets.
So I probably did just sleep on the pool table. 'Cause that sounds a lot better than sleeping on the tile floor.
Oh gosh. Classic. Oh. It happened again. I'm so sorry for your illness. The quiet illness. What would you even call that?
I don't know.
The after everybody stops talking cough?
Yeah, I guess.
That's probably the worst name I've ever heard.
I mean, Riley came up with it.
What would you call it?
No,
It's
it's
I
not.
don't know.
It's not about me, Riley. It's about you.
I think that just having a nameless disease would be better than whatever you called it.
What do you mean?
Yeah.
The after everybody stops talking cough doesn't ring a bell to you? Have you or a loved one ever been sick with the after everyone stops talking cough? Well, we've got just the treatment for you. It's called Keep Talking. Patent
You might be
pending.
entitled to verbal compensation.
Our patent pending method allows people to continuously talk so that they don't have to cough. There you go. Oh, should we start wrapping it up then?
Yeah.
At that past the hour.
Okie dokie.
Yeah, what should our next topic be?
Um,
Can always talk about the what did I call it? The after everybody keeps talking cough.
after everybody stops talking, cough.
Oh,
I don't think anybody's gonna want to talk about or listen to that.
oh yeah. Also, Austin, what are your newest thoughts about all milk?
I had forgotten about it, and you have just
Oh, I had great
You-
news. Somebody said they'll buy 10% of our stock of the all cookie, as long
Oh.
as we do not sell
There's
them
an
the all milk.
all cookie now. It's an all cookie now.
That's Jack's creation.
Well, I didn't want to know what that is.
It's every
If
type
it's
of
anything
cookie.
like all milk, I doubt it.
It's every type of cookie conglomerated together into one mega cookie.
Oh my god!
You know, because you need something to have your
One of
all
these
milk
days, we're gonna do something, and the world is just not gonna be the same afterwards.
with. What's wrong with the all cookie and the all milk?
Do you remember what how Max first described it?
Yes, you put it in the all milk vat, and you
Yeah.
stir it around. You got to make it nice.
He said it was like those like pails of milk in like middle school that you just poured your milk into.
Yeah.
Like, why did they do that? There's so
It's to show
Did
the
they save
waste.
for later. What
No, I'm pretty sure they measured how much milk people were wasting.
Do you remember when our college campus did that?
Oh, they still do.
They still do that,
Yeah,
and like everything that
once
people were
every
throwing
day.
away were just
Or one.
napkins and
Yeah, they do that like a yearly thing. The last one they did, they had it on a chicken day, so there's just a bunch of chicken bones in like a
I'm
blender.
sorry, I was just so full I couldn't finish this thigh bone.
Not the
I
thigh
just
bone.
I just couldn't get my napkin down. I'm sorry. Like, what do you want us to do? You want us to how are we not supposed to waste the napkin? We're supposed to keep it for later? What are we supposed to do? You just don't want us to throw crap away?
You're supposed to do a biodegradable napkin, save a little bit of water at the end, pour the water on the biodegradable napkin, and just let it melt away.
I don't think that's what biodegradable means, Riley.
It degrades with the bio.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You need
I think you're
Touche.
saying a dissolvable napkin.
you need a flash fire. What's it called? The instant paper thing, like you can light into, flash paper. That's what you need to use for your
Flash
napkin.
paper.
Yeah,
Someone tells me that that's not a good idea.
as long as you don't cause a spark when you're using it, you should be fine.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, cool.
Anyways, I'm glad we could figure out your general opinion about all milk. As we try to keep the all milk alive during every single podcast, and we almost missed it this time. So
We
would've
almost
been
missed
fine
it
with
last time too.
I had forgotten about it, and you just like unlocked a memory that I never wanted to remember.
He triggered your suppressed memories.
the podcast trauma memories. Okay, but yeah, what should our next topic be?
Did we already talk about pancakes and waffles?
Oh yes, we've talked about it at least twice.
All right,
Waffles
then
are
probably
better.
not.
Anyways,
What?
I
No,
agree.
No.
Waffles
Pancakes are the superior form.
no.
I'm sorry to say.
No, waffles are better.
Name one advantage that pancakes have over waffles.
They're way more stackable. Plus,
No, they're not. Have you ever eaten an Eggo? They are just as stackable as a
well, the
pancake.
problem is you're using Eggos. But
Well, any
also, the
freaking waffle
pancake
works.
doesn't have the syrup traps like the waffles, so you get a nice consistency of syrup spread throughout your
That's
your
what the
pancake.
syrup traps are for.
You have
Yeah.
the traps in there, and it just sogs down that one bit.
Oh, that's why you pour syrup into one square and then you cut off the squares around it that you think will be good enough for that syrup. That's what the syrup traps are for.
Those oh man, the syrup
I
traps.
feel, I just feel like the pancakes absorb the syrup like a sponge way faster than I can eat them.
That's why you have your syrup on the side, so you pour it as you eat it.
I'm not going to like have my syrup on the side of my pancakes. Syrup goes on the pancakes, not to the side.
No, you
I'm not
put the
supposed to-
syrup bottle on the side, and you pour them as you eat them.
That's
You do that
weird,
with waffles
Ryan.
too. You know, like that's not just a pancake exclusive thing.
Yeah.
I prefer pancakes taste better to the waffles as well.
They're
but-
made of the
They're-
same exact material.
Yeah, I just don't like the crispiness of the waffle. It's just not my thing. And I normally like crispy things, except bacon and waffles.
I can't understand the bacon. I'm not a huge fan of bacon.
No, don't, Cameron. Don't agree with him on anything.
Do you put syrup on your bacon?
No.
What?
Oh,
I mean, if
What about
that's
the
why you don't like,
sausage?
I mean, I don't mind syrup on my sausage personally.
Yeah, that's fine. In my opinion.
I mean,
But,
there's a reason. I mean, there's a reason why there's a breakfast version of corn dogs that is just a pancake wrapped around a sausage, and you
Yes.
dip that in
It's
syrup.
true.
It's also
That is true.
quite upsetting when you think you have one of those pancake sausage and it turns out to be an actual corn dog.
Oh no.
Oh, okay. We've prolonged it quite enough. What's going to be the topic?
Corn dogs.
Corn dogs?
Right? Yeah, corn
Yeah.
Good
dog.
enough. We probably haven't talked about that. But
I don't think we've talked about corn
Yeah.
dogs.
next time on Podcast with Us. It's the podcast that we do called something different. What do we call it?
The freak show.
The Freak Show. Yes.
Yeah.
You named it after Jack? Why?
I named it after our group name.
Yeah, it was named after our group name, and I think another podcast is already called The Freak Show. So that's great. But yeah, let's say our byes and yeah, until next time.
Goodbye. Why were you so close?
Jeez. That'll startle me.
Yeah. For some reason, you kind of sounded like Jack. I was like, what? What?
Jack's been here all along.